Hi, I'm Stéphane Bourez. I'm a 3D artist and a motion graphics designer. And today we are going to have a quick sneak peek of my new Skillshare class. We are going to paint on a 3D model using Procreate 5.2. Let's have a look. We are going to start with the base layer. So I've gone back to the blank dragon here, and I've created a new layer called base color, which is right now completely empty. So we have no color, no roughness, and no metallic. And what we want is to fill this entire layer with a dark blue color. We have 3 ways to do so. So let's pick one of the airbrush. We're going to pick the soft brush there, and we're going to start to paint it. I'm going to look at the behavior of the paint and how it projects onto the model. And we're going to have a massive brush to project all the paint on the layer here. And we think, okay, that's it. But in fact, no, it isn't. You see, like in real life, all the paint has been projected on the mesh, but the different parts that were not exposed have not been painted. We could go ahead and paint everywhere and check, oh, we need to do the inside of the mouth, and check, and do underneath, and check. But that feels a little bit silly, right? It's just like, surely there is a better way to do this. And yeah, there is. You can go and click on the layer and press on clear. Now we are again on a completely empty layer. So have a quick look here. I have picked my dark blue color. And if I click on a base color here, we have somewhere here something that is fill layer here, right? And that's it. So what it did is entirely fill the entire layer with this blue color. It only filled this kind of island. And if we look at actions, we go into the 3D tab here. We say show 2D texture. Let's have a look at that. We see that it has filled the entire silhouette of our carpet dragon. Now, something to note, let's go back into 3D. When we pick the layer from the top and we say fill layer, if we look at the sub layers here, it only took care of the color subchannel. And that's perfectly fine. We are going to do the roughness of the skin on a separate layer altogether. Now, here is a third way of doing an entire fill layer of that color. We're going to clear all this. I personally like to do it via these kind of layers. You can also go into the sub layers, click on the cube, select color, tap on this, and here fill layer. It does also the same thing. So many ways. You can choose one of these ways to fill your entire mesh. So now we're going to add a little bit of a cool roughness to that. And here we're going to use a new layer. Cool. I'm going to rename that. And for this, we're going to select a nice brush. So I've created quite a few brushes here. And I've created some with different type of skin textures. And we are going to be able to look at them in detail later on. Let's take this one just to have a quick look. And we're going to go into our skin roughness. And of course here we're going to select the roughness channel. And I think a good way we can start is to first select an entire black color and fill our layer entirely with black. So now it's entirely super shiny. Now if I take my nice little gray here, again, 20 or 30 should do, I'm going to start painting with that textured brush. I can do it either by painting on this mesh, doing it kind of manually here. We can see that we start to have this kind of nice detail in the reflections, right? It's got this kind of nice little uneven kind of textures. And I can paint that way. And you would be thinking, well, we could very well just go into the 2D texture and paint on the roughness here. Now, unfortunately, when we are on the sub-channel here, in the 2D mode of the texture space, Procreate doesn't show you the kind of different subchannel. It will only show you the color subchannel. So let's go back to our 3D view there, and let's continue to add our little roughness texture. I'm going to put that a little bit lower. I'm going to continue to add that. So now here I'm completely done with this roughness layer. You can see that we have some nice variations here and there on the skin. It's very subtle, so you can see them a little bit around here. When we'll have some brighter, lighter color, it will show quite nicely. So you want to download your own free dragon and paint on it using Procreate? Click on the link below and I'll see you on Skillshare.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest videos.